NBC 15 News at 11 starts now.
Now at 11, the video sparked controversy. Now the latest on the Planned Parenthood investigation. Plus, the countdown continues as the candidates make their final push for next Monday's Iowa caucus. And more troubling news for the VA hospital in Tomah. But first, we're following breaking news. Military authorities are responding to a report of gunshots at a building on the Campus Naval Medical Center in San Diego. This is a live look at the scene. The building houses offices and barracks for wounded sailors and Marines, as well as a gym. Officials say all non-emergency personnel are asked to stay away from this area. No word yet, though, if anyone has been hurt. We'll follow the story throughout the morning and bring you more information as it develops. Well, back here a little closer to home, it sure was a messy drive into work this morning. And the big question on everybody's mind is more snow on the way. For that answer, we turn to meteorologist Charlie Shortino in our weather center. And Charlie, what are you tracking this morning?
Well, I'm going to turn to SkyTracker HD, and yes, it looks like we are going to get a little more snow. There is a pocket of snow to the northwest of here, moving along the I-94-90 corridor, heading toward Madison. This pocket of snow has the potential of producing another ½ inch of accumulation that will come into play for us afternoon. It should all be done by 5 p.m. and then dry weather is expected from there on out. As you head out the door, conditions much improved already from this morning. The crews have gotten a pretty good handle on a lot of the streets, and the temperatures are certainly mild enough that chemical treatment of those roads is working nicely. You can see wet pavement in the background there. 27 degrees is the current temperature. Winds are west-northwesterly at 8 miles per hour. Our temperatures will hold steady for a little while and then slowly fall through the late day. Again, some snow on the way this afternoon. We'll detail that a little more and look ahead toward the end of the week. We'll do that all in about 10 minutes.
Charlie, thanks. In our continuing coverage, a Texas grand jury has cleared Planned Parenthood of all misconduct, instead indicted the anti-abortion activists behind the undercover videos. The video showed Planned Parenthood officials discussing fetal tissue and appearing to talk about the price for such tissue. Planned Parenthood maintains that it does not profit from the sale of fetal tissue and only recovers its costs. Representatives of Planned Parenthood say the videos were heavily edited and misleading.
All along, we knew that they had done nothing wrong, so this is not only a relief, but a vindication as well.
The two people in question were indicted for using fake driver's licenses to infiltrate the group, which is a second-degree felony. Federal offices in Washington are closed again today. A winter storm dumped more than 22 inches of snow across the nation's capital this weekend, and the city continues to dig out. The blizzard will go down as one of the top 5 snowstorms on record for Washington Dulles Airport. The Democratic presidential candidates are making their final push this week, participating in a live town hall-style forum last night where they took questions from voters and tried to explain some controversial aspects about their campaigns. NBC's Andrea Mitchell reports.
Within minutes, Hillary Clinton faced a blunt question from a young voter leaning toward Bernie Sanders.
I've heard from quite a few people my age that they think you're dishonest, but I'd like to hear from you on why you feel the enthusiasm isn't there.
Look, I've been around a long time. People have thrown all kinds of things at me. But if you're new to politics, if it's the first time you've really paid attention, you go, oh my gosh, look at all of this. And you have to say to yourself, why are they throwing all of that? Well, I'll tell you why. Because I've been on the front lines of change and progress since I was your age.
Sanders was asked how he defines being a democratic socialist.
Creating a government that works for all of us, not just a handful of people on the top. That's my definition of democratic socialism.
And each was asked to react to the other's TV ads.
She's the one leader who has what it takes to get every part of the job done.
Sanders countered that for all her foreign policy experience, she had voted for the Iraq War.
I was not Secretary of State. But experience is important, but judgment is also important.
Clinton had nothing but praise for his Simon and Garfunkel themed ad.
I think that's great. I think that's fabulous. I loved it.
In these final days, Sanders' economic message is resonating with voters who are hurting.
It's so hard to do anything to pay your bills, You're ashamed all the time.
Until millions of people who are experiencing exactly what you guys are experiencing do say that, we don't make change.
While President Obama with Politico seemed to be tipping the scales toward Clinton.
She can start here day one. More experience than any non-vice president has ever been who aspires to this office.
That was Andrea Mitchell reporting in an NBC News Survey Monkey weekly tracking poll, which is out today. Clinton has maintained her double-digit lead over Sanders among women, young voters. However, still support Sanders over Clinton 68% to only 21%, regardless of gender. That trend could have a big impact in Iowa if young voters show up to vote. Happening today, a state senator is proposing a bill that would require Wisconsin employers to allow unpaid leave for donating an organ. The proposal comes after Republican Senator Alberta Darling's husband died while waiting for a transplant. The bill would apply to companies with 50 or more full-time employees and provide up to 6 weeks of unpaid leave. The senator says the bill could boost organ donations because people wouldn't be worried about losing their jobs if they take time off for surgery. Authorities at the troubled VA Medical Center in Toma are investigating another report of misconduct. An email went out reminding employees about the VA's sexual harassment policies after a hospital employee reported being the victim of inappropriate contact that is, by another worker last week. A mental health worker at the center was charged with sexual exploitation by a therapist. He's accused of sexually harassing 2 female patients and exposing himself. Governor Walker's campaign has reimbursed taxpayers almost $135,000 to cover expenses during his run for president. The amount covers costs for July through September. Governor Walker has paid back about $260,000. The payments cover things like airfare, hotels, and meals. They do not cover the costs of the state troopers who traveled with the governor. A Columbia County woman has been charged with mistreating and abandoning her dog after she was found inside a duffel bag at a wildlife area last week. 56-year-old Terry Lynn Benson was charged in court yesterday morning. Misty received 19 staples on her head and is recovering at the Columbia County Humane Society. Benson is due back in court next month.